Hello, Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the 31 Days of Tarot. If you are not familiar, these are a series of prompts put out by Ethany. I will link her channel and the video with the list of the prompts in the description box down below as well. And today we are going to be talking about the prompts, or my answers for the prompts for days 17 through 21. I am grouping these together into a video because they're talking points and I think we can move through these relatively quickly, so let's get right into it. So day 17's prompt is, what celebrity would you read for and why? Well, celebrity questions always take me a little bit of a moment to think about because I'm not particularly obsessed with any celebrity, but I do have kind of a massive crush on Nicole Kidman. So Nicole Kidman, if you are watching this, complimentary reading on me anytime you want. Please fly in for it though, I'll take you to dinner. I'm sure Peggy will be fine with it. In other news, literally why, I just think she's beautiful and fascinating and beautiful and fascinating. I'm terrible with celebrity questions though. Peggy's in the background. I can hear you, you know. There's not a lot of butch celebrities, so my options are kind of limited. I'm sure there's a better answer to this question. I just don't have it. Day 18, moving right along. My choice for the best tarot deck for meditation and journey work. When it comes to the idea of path working, which is kind of what I think of when I think of journey work, the deck that totally wins in this category is the Forest of Enchantment Tarot, especially for 2019. This deck is so whimsical and beautiful. Like, I want to go here. I want to meet these characters. I want to play in this forest, and I think it's a really inviting and comforting world with inviting and interesting people and characters. This is the one for me. And it's actually the deck that I used in the 21 Days of Yule when I did a pathworking exercise, which I will link up in the cards for you to check out if you're interested. But I really think this is just such a fun one for pathworking, and it's kind of been the first one I've reached for any pathworking exercises ever since I got it. So, which hasn't been a terribly long time, you know, full disclosure, but I think it's beautiful. It's a good one. Highly recommend. Number 19, your choice for the best deck for ritual and magic. This one, ever since I got it, has been the one I reach for any kind of magical working, and let me tell you why. The Spirit Keepers Tarot by Annabelle Wen. For me, I really truly believe that when Annabelle says that she has coded protection into this deck, when she has thoughtfully put these images together to allow you to do the kind of magical spiritual work that I want to do with the deck, I believe her because I find her to be somebody of impeccable integrity, and I really feel safe using this deck for magical work. When I want to lay cards out for an intention, when I want to do tarot spell work, this is without a doubt the first deck that I reach for in those instances. Now, I believe this is the first edition Spirit Keepers Tarot. I do believe that this edition and the Vitruvian are out of print, but I could be wrong. If there are any Vitruvian copies left, they would be the Vitruvian edition that you can get your hands on. The resources that Annabelle gave us to get to know this deck are absolutely incredible. The Book of Maps is a ginormous book. The Vitruvian edition Book of Maps is even bigger, and it's just, she's put so much heart into this. There's a ton of videos, but this also is just a fantastic tarot deck to just read right out of the box. And I think people get a little intimidated by this deck, but it's beautiful, it's well thought out. You can easily find Rider-Waite-Smith in all of these images, even though they're extremely esoteric. They also work just fine in like a Rider-Waite-Smith capacity as well. And I really enjoy working with this deck. But again, when it comes to magical potency, this one just oozes magical potency. So this is the one that will be my pick probably forever for that particular question. I shouldn't say forever. I mean, things change, but this is such a potent one, and I ended up bonding with it very closely, much closer than I ever anticipated that I would. And I really do think that's because of all the heart and soul she put into this deck. I do sort of wish I'd also gotten the Vitruvian edition, but this deck is so special that I'm not sure I could have, I don't know. It's one of those things where I debated with myself because I didn't think I could rehome the first edition because I'd already bonded with it. And then I wasn't sure what to do about having two, and I just have a funny thing about having two copies of the same deck. So this is the one for me. This is the one that I got, and I love it. Prompt number 20. My favorite depiction of the Lover's Tarot card, and why? Hold on. I really had to think about this one because there are so many Lovers cards that I really, really love. Some contenders were the Texture Tarot Lovers card, which I didn't bring to show you, and the Lovers card from the Marielle Tarot. Both of those are stunning, but the one that wins out for me is the Lovers card from the Everyday Enchantments Tarot by Poppy Palin because of this. This image is absolutely everything to me for so many reasons. I love that we see this elderly couple in front and we get this idea of longevity in love and this like lasting epic love story, which is something that I feel like I've found in my life, and this makes me think of me and Peggy growing old together. But it's more than that, because in this card you also have in the background two little swans, and I believe swans mate for life. You also have a young couple right here in the background. And like, I just feel like, and look at the dog. Excuse me. It's just, this is like, it's just perfect. I just love this image. It just makes me think of long lasting love. And that isn't always easy, and it isn't always clear. And you have to, I think, when you're looking at love and relationships in general, there's tough stuff there to unpack and to deal with, and this just makes me think of sticking it out through that stuff and seeing where you end up and sharing something with somebody for a long time. And I love this card. I'll stop talking about it now, but I love this card. And finally, prompt number 21 is our favorite 3-card tarot spread. There's so many that I really, really love. One of them is a simple relationship spread where one card represents you, one card, excuse me, one card represents you, one card represents the other person, or one card represents your client, one card represents the other person, and the third card represents the relationship or the energy that the two create together. I'm gonna have to have another sip of water. My voice is still not 100%, can you believe it? At least not at the time I'm filming this. So that's a really good one. But my very, very favorite is situation, obstacle, advice. It is such a great all-arounder for a specific question, but also for like a week ahead. You could be like, situation is the week ahead. What is the obstacle coming up? And then advice is, what advice do I need to take in the upcoming week? You can use this for a specific tricky situation. You can use it for a big issue. You can use it for a small issue. It's just my go-to, and I love it. It's simple, it's straightforward, and it gets me the answers that I need. So that is my prompt answers for days 17 through 21. I hope that you are also participating in some way. Remember, you don't have to make videos to participate in the 31 Days of Tarot. You can comment on my videos, you can comment on other people's videos, you can make a blog post, share it on Instagram, anything you want to do, but I hope you participate in some way. And I'd really like to know some of your guys' answers to the celebrity question, because that one really stumped me. And I just went right to like, who do I have a crush on? And that was it. That's all I had. But I'd be really curious who you guys would pick and why. That would be super fun. And all of these would be fun to hear your answers to. Remember, as always, you can book a reading with me over at supportivetarot.com. But remember, please, to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of those good things, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!